Hello, welcome to Rods Menagerie. Today I'm actually going to perform surgery on my primary laptop and upgrade the battery to higher capacity and add a third SSD and replace the bottom cover. This is my Dell Precision 7670 and I took it apart the other day to check the battery and make sure it wasn't starting to swell on me, and I realized that it can actually hold an extra SSD, so I wanted to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to show you now what I ended up doing. First, I'm going to take the back off, which has these 6 screws here. To get the back off, what I do is I actually could just get my fingernail in between here and get it started, but you might need a pry tool. And then it just comes off. Set that aside. And this is the battery. And right here is the SSD slot that I was looking for, but the battery is covering it up. So I did a little bit of research. And this actually has this is an 83 watt battery. This is a 93 watt battery. And as you see, it is a little bit shorter and allows for the SSD. To remove the battery, you just have 3 screws. They are located here, here, and here. Then there's a power plug right here. You just lift up on it. Then the whole battery comes out. This wire comes loose, and you just pull this out. As you can see, laying them side by side, the channel for the battery cable is slightly off, so you actually have to bend this to make it fit the new battery, which is not a big deal. There you have it. This needs to be offset slightly because it's going to go in like that. One thing about this battery, when you stack up the new one to the old, it is slightly taller, just a couple of millimeters, which I will go into later, but that is actually more important than you think. Make sure when you're putting the battery back in not to accidentally pinch this wire here. Then press back down on the power. Make sure it's aligned properly. You'll hear it click. There. Hopefully you heard that. Then reinstall the 3 screws. One thing about this swap, when you put this on, because of the extra battery height, the does not actually fit perfectly. It leaves a little bit of a gap. And so I actually did some research, and the Precision with the actual longer life battery has a different bottom. When you do stack these side by side, this is the old one and this is the new one. It is slightly taller. So I had to order this. I found it on eBay. And it actually has a flap for removal of the main hard drive right here if you want to, for security purposes, but I have no use for that, so I'm gonna leave it locked. It's got a locking screw right here. I found another problem with this. The fans actually have an air vent right here, and the case, the bottom cover, has a plastic cover here and then a clearing that allows for the vent on the fans. Well, the little mesh is longer on the new one, so I need to cut it by, looks like about maybe ½ an inch or so, a little more than a centimeter, but I need to go clip that with some clippers. It actually just pulls right away, so it shouldn't be that hard to get some cutters in there. Right about here. Might have a Dremel or something, but I'm just going to use these wire cutters and just snip it. Then just folding it down a few times and it broke right off. high-tech solution. I got in the extra parts for the installation of the extra SSD. So, first thing is this mounting tray. And it simply sets in right here. And then the screw holds it in. Then you just place your extra SSD in the slot. Screw it down. And I also got in this thermal cover. And it rests on top. Okay, that's it. Now both are installed, so now I have all three. I'm going to put the cover back on. Now I just need to power it up and make sure it recognizes the drive. I'm gonna go into the BIOS and look real quick. Yep, it's there. We're good to go. It recognizes all three drives now. And there we are. It's a little heavier, a little thicker, but I've got a third SSD in it now. I can expand to my heart's content. But yeah, and I've got extra battery capacity too, so nothing wrong with that. But thanks for watching, and see you next time.